The giant otter endemic to South America is the world's largest otter. Historically poached for their pelts, they were once classed as vulnerable. Contemporary threats caused by human development of the Amazon have elevated them to endangered, and they are believed already extinct in Uruguay and Argentina. Deforestation and human colonization of the Amazon are contributing to otters' population decimation. Gold mining is the major threat, with wide-scale clearing of land affecting otter dens. Mercury is used to separate the gold, and sediments found in rivers affect the fish supplies, giant otter's primary food source. Mercury is found in otter tissues, which can cause health and reproductive issues and possibly death. Cattle and soybean farming and illicit cultivation of poppies and cocoa present threats, with cocoa responsible for approximately 24% of the Peruvian Amazon's deforestation. Use of herbicides and pesticides pollute the riverine systems, ploughed river margins affecting soil's nutrient content and disturbing dens. Also, soil erosion affects water clarity, retarding plant growth, which is essential for fish survival. Hydroelectric dams, fluctuating water levels see an alarming turnover of otter dens. Economic expansion has necessitated many roads throughout the Amazon, subsequent deforestation affecting otter habitat migration and colonization. Roads have the propensity to attract illegal loggers who clear land, creating canopy damage such as fires and drought. Rising ecotourism means tourists disturb dens and cause loss of otter litters. Otters are killed by fishermen who consider them pests because they deplete fish stocks, yet some become entangled in nets and die. Some people take otter cubs for pets. Dogs and livestock often transmit diseases such as parvovirus. These are all factors for otters' population decrease. So what is being done? Conservation initiatives such as the many dedicated wildlife parks provide refuge for the estimated 1,000 to 5,000 left in the wild. For example, Brazil's World Heritage Amana and Amazonia National Parks and Peru's Uvari Reserve, who have recorded steady rises in otter numbers. Ecuador's Yasuni National Park has designated areas off-limits to oil companies. Brazil's Balbina hydroelectric reservoir water clarity has improved, benefiting visual predatory otters. Therefore, numbers are increasing. The underlying factor for otters' population growth is that all of these areas are practically devoid of human interference. Unfortunately, many reserves are not strictly protected by federal law, allowing illegal logging, mining, and human settlement to continue. Brazil engineered a pilot program creating sustainable landscaping projects that involve indigenous communities sharing responsibility of protected areas, but also to help locals find sustainable methods for income. A similar project was adopted by a village in the Peruvian rainforest who, in addition, sought strategies to minimize the conflict in regards to fishing practices. Recently, conservationists and Brazil's government funded the Amazon Region Protected Areas Project, preserving 500,000 square kilometers of rainforest. Brazil's pilot program also declared Tumacumaque National Park at 4 million hectares, the world's largest protected rainforest, and a haven for giant otters. We should help save giant otters, as they are top predators of their ecosystem food chain, hence their importance for further studies of the 60 or so in captivity in zoos around the world. Conservationists, and even us as tourists and zoo patrons, must minimize close contact, as constant human presence can cause distress to the mother and newborns, resulting in premature death. In conclusion, this culmination of facts proves there is no one ironclad method for ensuring giant otter conservation. Rather, it will depend on a combination of sustainable development strategies and further expansion of protected areas wholly reliant on collaboration between governments, fisheries, conservationists, tourists, and developers. In addition, educating both tourists and locals and involving indigenous communities in conservation practices will ensure giant otters' longevity as a species. The world as a whole needs to refrain from purchasing anything made from products sourced from the Amazon if we are to make a difference to the biodiversity that depend on the rainforest for survival.